This walkthrough will demonstrate the technique for creating a custom menu. For this example, we're going to filter the subjects at level 4 that cover Camtasia Studio tutorials, and we're going to limit them to only those tutorials that pertain to using the library. I'm going to open the filter button, go to Text Filters, Contains, and I'll enter Library. Click OK. Next, I'm going to select all the records at level 4. Control-C puts them on my clipboard. Then I'll navigate to a collection I call Custom Menu. In the subject at level 2, I'm going to enter a title for this custom menu, and I'm going to call this Working with Camtasia Studio Library. Tab key. I'll save the record by leaving it and coming back. Next, I'll select the level 3 controls. Upper left corner, Control. We'll paste all those records there. I'll confirm with the yes. Even though we pasted all the records, none of the link records will have an address in the address field. To fix that, I'm going to click the LA button. I'll navigate home. Before proceeding, I note that the values in the order column are a little off. That's because we copied over filtered records, and the numbers are no longer sequential. To fix that, I'm going to click the R button. That renumber that column and put them in sequential order. We go to the last one now. It is number 22. We'll go back to the first record. To preview the custom menu, click Level 3 Links Report. And if I scroll, I can see all the items. It looks nice and clean. At this point, I'm going to create a PDF. I'll go to User Actions, PDF. I'll give it a good name. I'm going to call it Working with Camtasia Studio Library. And I'll publish that. And there's our PDF. It's 2 pages. Page down shows the second page. Home takes us back to the top. At this point, I'm going to close this, and then I could distribute it by putting up on a website or sending it around by email, etc. Close it is Alt-F. I'll use the Enter key to close the PDF dialog, and I'll close the menu report with Control-W. If I no longer am going to need this custom menu, I can select all the records, use the Delete key, and get rid of them. However, for purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to leave it alone. We're going to navigate back to the TechSmith Camtasia Studio records. And I'm going to remove the filter from the subject at level 4. This time, we're going to create another custom menu, but we're going to include a couple items. We're going to include items pertaining to the library and items pertaining to creating custom sketch motion callouts. To proceed with level 4, having the focus, I'm going to go up to User Actions, Advanced Filter Sort. I'll put the subject in the grid by double-clicking it. Give myself a little more room here. And then for criteria, I'm going to enter like, quote, Star Library, star quote on space, or space, like I quote, Star Sketch, star quote. So we're looking for 2 filters, library or sketch. I'll use the down arrow that confirms that the string is good. Back in User Actions, I'll toggle a filter that makes it available to the subject column. And then I'll go back to Links Manager. I'll click the filtered button. This time, we have 26 records, and that's because we've added 4 more. The 4 pertain to working with sketch motion callouts. To proceed, I'm going to select all these records. Control-C. We'll go back to our custom menu collections. We're going to create a new item. This is going to be called Working with Camtasia Studio Library and Sketch Motion Callouts. Alt-Tab. Save the record. And down at level 3, I'll use Control-V to paste over the 26 records. I'll click Yes. I'll fix up the links by using LA. Control-Home. Before proceeding, I need to fix the order column, so I'll click Art. I'll preview the report. And it looks nice and clean. I'll scroll down. They're all there. I can now create the PDF and distribute as appropriate. I'll use Control-W to close that. Report mice, and I'll get rid of these open filters here. Control-W, Control-V. I'll navigate back to our TechSmith stuff. and I'll remove the filter. From the subject column,